What's up, y'all? This is the Curious One. I got a package in today. It came in from Mike S. Miller, Blacklist Universe, and I have absolutely no idea what it could possibly be. It is filled to capacity or else overflowing, though. It's a good thing the fire marshal's not here. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. So it appears to be 3 graphic novels. We got Steve Alton, Mike Miller's The Meg. We have Miller and Swarzrock. And that is going to be Deal with the Devil. I don't think you guys can see that, but Deal with the Devil. And then we got Six Gun Samurai, which is Miller and Edge. As you can see, it came in a baggie, and there's some extras in there. Probably should have cleaned my desk before I started this, but if you don't like it, you can get out. So we'll look at the extras first, and it came with this here. It's The Meg. It's pretty cool. I like the art. And then it came with some cards as well. So the first graphic novel is The Meg. It's by Steve Alton, J.S. Earls, and Mike S. Miller. It's based on the novel, not the movie. So this is going to be the guy that Jason Statham played. This is the exclusive Indiegogo cover. There was also the regular cover, which you could still pick up on Amazon.com. You just have to look up The Meg graphic novel on Amazon. I'll see if I can find a link for it. If I can, I'll drop it down in the description. Here's the back. See a nice Blacklist Universe on there. You can pause that and read that if you'd like. I like how he has the sailboats as the bottom row of the shark teeth. It's pretty cool. I like that drawing. The lighting is not playing nice with it though. And then, as you can see, there's a author's signature. So basically what it was is Steve Alton signed a bunch of these stickers, and then they were placed into the book. So that way the books didn't have to be shipped to him and then be shipped back to Mike and then be shipped to us. Just to make it a little more simple and still make it so that we could get the autograph. So, story by Steve Alton, the adaptation by J.S. Earls and Mike S. Miller, art by Mike S. Miller, background assists by Ninaltowski, And the only reason I know how to pronounce that name is because I do follow Eric Ninaltowski. He's a really good comic book artist. If you don't know who he is, you should look him up. Maybe I'll put a link to him in the description. So there's colors by I'm not even going to try to pronounce those names. There's no way. The only one I think I can is Townsend. And then design letters by Dave Lanfer, A Larger World Studios. I probably won't show you very much of this one, just because I'm going to be showing you 3 other books, and I don't want this to be a 3-hour video. But as you can see, the art is really good. Although my lighting is really poor. The Meg eating a dinosaur. I have watched the movie, and I actually did enjoy the movie. The only thing I didn't like was the glorification of eco-terrorists. But other than that, I honestly think it was it was probably the best shark movie since Deep Blue Sea, and Deep Blue Sea was the best shark movie since Jaws. And honestly, I think those 3 might be the only good shark movies, but that's just my opinion. So the second one is Deal with the Devil. It's a real nice matte finish, but with a glossy title. Like the title is like a real glossy. I don't think you're going to be able to see it very well, but just take my word for it. The lettering at the top is a really nice glossy. It looks really cool, but the cover is a matte finish, which I thought would be like a really bad fingerprint collector, but it takes the moisture out of your fingers, but then it evaporates pretty quickly, and I don't really see too many fingerprints like sticking to it. I don't know. There's something. Now the back, on the other hand, is going to be a gloss finish. And you can pause that and read it if you'd like. Again, blacklist emblem there. Now this one, on the other hand, this actually was not drawn by Mike. It was created and written by Mike, and the art and the letters were done by Sherwin Schwartzrock. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. And then colors by David Curl, and edited by Sean J. Jordan. Now, I believe this is an older book that was released in floppies. I can't remember who actually released it, like what insignia it was released under originally, but Mike does own Deal with the Devil, and he's basically taken all those floppies and combined it into a graphic novel. So that's pretty cool. So this is something I forgot to mention. I backed the 3-pack unsigned. At the time I didn't really have the cash to get this signed, or the higher tiers, so this is what I went with. Had I realized that it was going to stay open for as long as what it did, I probably could have saved a little more and got the signed copies. But to be honest, these will probably be books that'll sit on the bookshelf, and I'll probably beat the crap out of them, and they won't be good for resale anyways, and I probably would never get around to reselling them. These will probably be something that'll be on a shelf and will stay with me, you know. So this is the third book, the third and final book, and this is actually Edwin Boyette's favorite of the three. It's his recommendation. He said if you could only afford to get one book, he recommended this one. If you don't know who Edwin Boyette is, he's a man on YouTube that, as his hobby, what he likes to do is go out and promote indie comics. So if you're into indie comics and you want some good some leads on some good books, you could always go over to Edwin Boyette at youtube.com and check out his channel. So again, it's going to be a matte finish on the cover art, but the title is a gloss finish. It really makes it pop out when you see it in person. It makes it look really nice. Okay, and then on the back cover, you actually have a matte finish in the background, and then the Six Gun Samurai here is going to be in a gloss finish, as you can see my fingerprints and stuff on. And so is the title up here. Looks really nice. It makes that actually pop off the back of the cover. And again, if you'd like, you can pause this and read that for yourself. It's basically a run through of what the book itself is about. So again, I believe this is a book that Mike actually did not draw himself. So it's created by Mike, written by Sean J. Jordan, art by Harold Edge, and colored by Gonzalez and Josh Burcham. Whoa, camera freaked out. And letters by Simon Bolin. Blacklist insignia there. Some nice art. If you follow Mike and Edwin Boyette, you may have got the privilege of listening to a reading of the beginning of this book by Edwin Boyette himself. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to dive into this book and learn the story, finish the story for myself. And again, this was something that was published before. And again, I can't remember what company it was actually released under, but it was released in floppies, and Mike has collected all those floppies and combined them into a really nice looking graphic novel. So the Indiegogo for this 3-pack has closed, so you won't be able to get it through Indiegogo. But like I said, you can still get the Meg at Amazon.com. However, the other two are off the table until he'll probably be using the overstock as things that he can add to further campaigns, though. So you're not completely out of luck. You may still be able to pick up Deal with the Devil and Six Gun Samurai, but you're going to have to follow Mike S. Miller on YouTube or Twitter or whatever. So this is his YouTube page here. It's Art of the Hero with Mike S. Miller, the YouTuber formerly known as Blacklist Universe. For some reason, he decided he wanted the longest name on YouTube. But, well, really, he just wanted to rebrand and kind of get rid of some old baggage. But the insignia on his comic company is still going to be Blacklist Universe. So if you're a fan of Mike S. Miller and you enjoy his art and you want a book that's 100% created by him and drawn by him, you can go check out Lonestar on Indiegogo. It's going to be Lonestar Heart of the Hero, and there's also Lonestar and Monsterhunt. The Heart of the Hero is going to be the second printing, which is this same book but with 8 extra pages of story. The backstory of Brando, I believe. And then Heart of the Soul of the Soldier is number 2 of Lone Star, and Monster Hunt is a side story also with Lone Star. I really, really recommend these books. You should definitely go over to Indiegogo and check them out, see if it's something that you want to back. You can get in for as low as $20. There's also a really great tier called For the Troops. I believe on the second printing, you can get into that for only $50. And what that's basically going to do is you're going to get PDFs of the books, and then Mike at cost is going to send as many books as he can at cost print off, and he's going to send those to the troops, hopefully stationed in war zones, but some of them may go to the VA and or other stations. But that's a really good tier if you support the troops and you want some really good books. That's a good tier to get into. I'll leave links to those in the description as well. So I'm sure that I'm going to, as soon as I stop recording this, I'm sure I'm going to remember all these things that I should have told you. But as of like right now, I can't think of anything else. I normally do these just right off the top of my head and try to do as little editing as possible. The pauses that you see is just me pausing the video and then going into something else. But like I said, that's about all I can think of. So y'all have a good night. Be safe and try to stay out of trouble. Peace, y'all.